You all welcome to my channel Something by C, coming with a new videos, and in today's videos I will discuss about the chemical structure of DNA. So let's start the video. In my today's video I will discuss about the chemical structure of DNA. We know about the DNA. We know the DNA consists of three types of chemical elements. The elements of DNA are nitrogenous base, pentose sugar, and phosphate. We know a DNA is consists of three types of elements. One is pentose sugar, and another is nitrogenous base, and other is phosphate. If we want to see the chemical or the skeleton structure of pentose sugar, this is the types of pentose sugar. This is ribose. We know the formula of pentose sugar is CnH2nOn. We know there are 6 carbon. The marking point of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is the position of carbon, and in the position of carbon number 1, this carbon connect the nitrogenous base with the pentose sugar, and in the carbon number 3 there have a OH group, and in the carbon number 5 there have a phosphate group. This is the structure of pentose sugar. Now if we want to see the nitrogenous base in DNA, there are 4 types of nitrogenous base: adenine, guanine, cytosine, and thymine. Adenine and thymine are connected with 2 numbers of phosphate bond, and guanine and cytosine are connected with 3 numbers of phosphate bond. And phosphate, PO4 3-, this is the phosphate. Now if we want the chemical structure of DNA, now we have to draw a pentose sugar first. So it is a pentose sugar. Firstly we have shown the structure. We know this is the carbon number 1, and this carbon will be connect with a nitrogenous base. When a pentose sugar will be connect with a nitrogenous base, then it is called nucleoside. So in a short note we can write down the note that pentose sugar plus nitrogenous base, it will make nucleoside. So we can say that it can be called nucleoside. So if anyone question us what is nucleoside, we will answer that when a pentose sugar connect with a nitrogenous base, then it is called nucleoside. We know the carbon number 3 there have a OH group, and carbon number 5, this carbon connect with a phosphate group, and when this nucleoside connect with a phosphate, then it is called nucleotide. So in a short note we also can write down the note that when a nucleoside connect with a phosphate, then it is called nucleotide, and it is called only a single nucleotide. We can mark the carbon number 5, that is phosphate, and the carbon number 3, that is OH group. This is important for next nucleotide. This is the second nucleotide. Similarly, one carbon is connected with a nitrogenous base, and in carbon number 3 there have a OH group, and carbon number 5 there have a phosphate group. So it is a nucleotide, single nucleotide. First is also a single nucleotide and second is also a single nucleotide. The carbon number 3 in first nucleotide, there have a OH group, and in second nucleotide there have a phosphate group in carbon number 5. The phosphate group and OH group will be connected with a chain, and this chain is called phosphodiester. This is called phosphodiester. So we can say that one nucleotide is connected with another nucleotide with a phosphodiesterase bond. Every nucleotide will connect with another nucleotide. These types of phosphodiesterase bond. This is the third nucleotide, and similarly the carbon number 1 is connected with a nitrogenous base, and in carbon number 3 there have a OH group, and carbon number 5 there have a phosphate group, and similarly the phosphate group and OH group are connected with each other by phosphodiesterase bond, and this is the nucleotide number 4. And similarly the first carbon is connected with the nitrogenous base thymine, and second carbon and third carbon are contains with OH, and fifth carbon contains with phosphate. The phosphate group of fourth nucleotide will be connect with the OH group of third nucleotide. So if we notice the structure, in the first nucleotide there the phosphate group of carbon number 5 is not connected with another nucleotide, and similarly in the nucleotide number 4 there the OH group in carbon number 3 is not connected with another nucleotide. So we can say that first nucleotide, the phosphate terminal is called 5', and in the 4 nucleotide there the OH group similarly is not connected with another nucleotide, and this OH group is connected with carbon number 3. So this terminal is called 3'. And now it's a single strand structure of DNA. We know DNA have 2 strands. It is one of them. Now we will draw the another strands of DNA. We know the 2 strands of DNA are located opposite to each other. So the nucleotides of second strand will be opposite according to the nucleotides of first strand. So in the second strand, this is the second nucleotide, and that are connected with the third nucleotide of second strand, and second nucleotide and third nucleotide are connected with the fourth nucleotide of second strand, and this is the first nucleotide of second strand. And in every nucleotide the first carbon are connected with the nitrogenous base, and third carbon contains of OH group, and fifth carbon contains of phosphate group. In second strand, the calculation of nucleotide is similar to the nucleotides of first strand, but here the position of nucleotides are opposite. In the second strand, the fourth nucleotide, there we can see OH group are not connected with another nucleotide, so it is the 3' or 3', and in the first nucleotide there the phosphate group is not connected with another nucleotide, and for to be the position of carbon number 5, this is called the 5' or 5' terminal. So it can be also a note that all the nucleotides are connected with each other, then it is called the polynucleotide. This is the chemical structure of DNA. I hope you all can understand the videos. No more today. Thank you all for being with us.